Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the intro, I'm playing around with some new lights. They were kindly sent to me by GVM, great video maker, for me to try out and use on the channel. And I'm quite excited about using them because they're RGB lights, which means I can turn them to red and use them in a dark room to give you guys more brightness when I'm working, so you can see better what I'm doing. I've already tried them out, I've done some tests and they work perfectly. And I know that I've had comments in the past from people and also private messages saying, why don't you use LED lights? Well, I thought my bucket lights were good enough. Until I started playing with these, and then I realised how much brighter I can get my darkroom. Now I've already got LED panels that I use regular in the darkroom, and I use them sometimes for a bit of photography, but these panels have got the RGB. They can turn different colours, and in the past to get different colours I've had to put gels in front of my LED panels, but now I don't have to because these do it all for me. As you can see in the background, I've got a purple light going on. And how I've lit this up at the moment, you can see from that camera over there, I've got one light shining down on me, GoPro in front of me, and to the side I've got another LED panel that I've turned on to a kind of like a purple look just for the background. Might be a bit girly for my channel, I don't know, but I quite like it. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. So let's get on. I'm going to do a little bit of photography with these lights using the Mamiya RZ67 and some Ilford Delta, and then we'll come in the darkroom and make some prints using these lights as red safe lights in my darkroom. Before I carry on, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get a notification next time I post a video. Cheers! So I'll just give you a quick tour of the functionalities of these GVM light panels. I've got these on batteries at the moment, but it does come with a power cable. There's the power socket there. The cable is at a right angle, so it's quite nice if you want to put these on the wall. It's not going to get in the way or stick out, so that's quite handy. So these two buttons here, this one is the brightness button and this one is for your hue, saturation and also your color temperature. And if you press that button, you also start toggling into the modes. I'll just go through the modes. So at the moment I'm in rotate mode, which will give you colour temperature, also the colour of the LEDs and the brightness as well. At the moment our temperature is at 3200 Kelvin and that is quite warm, so I can cool that down. As you can see, toggle all the way, step up to 5600 Kelvin, which is quite cool. Press this button in the middle and you can get to the hue, which is your colour spectrum. So there's the red that I would use for my dark room, that's at 0 degrees, and if I keep turning you can see it rotates through different colours. Press it again and you get to saturation, so you can actually change the saturation as well of those colours. You can come down the saturation a little bit so the red kind of goes into a pink, and of course here is your brightness control as well, so you can change how intense the light is. It says in the manual that these lights are 40 watt. You've got a slave mode, so this can be slave of other GVM panels. This is on channel 3 at the moment. You've got a master mode, obviously that would work with the slave, so if this was a master, the other panel would be the slave and it would copy whatever this one is doing. And there's a Wi-Fi mode as well, where you can download the GVM app and you can control the LED panels using your tablet or smartphone. These are all the funky modes. This is cop car mode. Press the toggle switch down and you go into lightning mode. Next one is paparazzi mode. Next one is disco mode. And you've also got party mode as well. You've got a bad bulb mode and a TV mode, which emulates flickering off of a TV screen if you was making short films. You've got a candle mode, and back to the cop car mode again. And you can change within these modes, you can change the brightness, and some of them you can change the time rate as well, such as the disco and the party mode. So I'll just show you the slave and master mode. This is on master, this is a slave, so this one's going to copy whatever this one does. They're both on channel 3, there's various channels, but they're both on channel 3, so I can now change the colour temperature and you'll see the slave is now copying. I can also go into the LED colours, and again the slave is going to copy whatever comes out on the master. and also for the saturation as well, and the brightness. And also inside the case you've got your power packs for each panel, and also a stand for each panel as well, and the stands are quite sturdy. So that's a quick short overview of the functions of these GVM panels. I've now set them up to do a little bit of photography on these dead leaves here that I've cut off from my favourite plant. And I've got one light panel staring at the plant, the leaves, and I've got another light panel on this black background here. Real simple stuff. This is just matte board, for photo framers matte board that I've propped up. So I've got one light just light in the background, and I've got a key light on the leaves as well. I'm shooting the Mamiya RZ67 with 645 back in portrait mode, and I've also got a roll of Ilford Delta 100 inside. So I'm going to get through this shoot, develop the film, and get in the darkroom and do the rest of the video using these panels. So any viewers there that do video or shoot video, you'll be able to see these lights in action. Any photographers that are looking to get LED panels to do photography, again, you'll see these lights in action. So I'll just show you around what I'm doing. Then we'll get in the development stage, get the darkroom and make some prints. Okay, so I've just finished my metering. This is my background light. I've got that dimmed down, and that's given me 1 second at f16. And this is my key light for the leaves. That's giving me f22 at 1 second. So this light is set brighter than the background light, which is exactly what I want. I'm shooting f22, so everything should be in focus around these leaves, give or take a couple of centimeters or inches, but everything should be in focus and nice and sharp. What I'm then going to do is change the aperture and come down in apertures just so I can get softer look around the leaves as well. This light's not diffused. I could put a diffuser on there. I have got one. It doesn't fit these lights, but I do have a diffuser that I could peg up to these barn doors, but I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to shoot it as is and get some hard hitting prints at the end of it. So if you do want to use a diffuser, these barn doors are ideal. You can use paper and you can peg them on, and then you've got a bit of diffused light. So that's the end of my shoot. I've done all the film. Let's get developing. The only thing I did notice during the shoot with these lights is the barn doors have got like this rib effect on them. It's creating these shadows across the wall. If I was to pull the rib effect, the barn doors around the background, you can see them here starting to get like so on the background. Now that could affect video production and photography as well, but you know, it's only minute, it's only small. Maybe if the rib part wasn't there on the barn doors, you wouldn't get all those these shadows created here. But let's develop the film, get in the darkroom, see what we've got. So what you just saw there were DSLR scans of the actual negatives. I've now got the negatives in the darkroom, and I'm going to make a print like I normally do on the channel. So I've already chosen a negative that I like. I've put it in the enlarger. I've got a GoPro behind me. I've got the Canon 6D DSLR filming me from over there. All I've got to do is make a couple of test strips and see where I go from there to make a print of one of the negatives that I've chose. I keep reaching up there for my bucket light. It's not there anymore. How weird's that? It's really strange when you change things around in your darkroom. You suddenly, your arms are feeling around in the dark. As soon as your bucket lights and other switches and lights ain't there anymore, you do things parrot fashion. So I've already tested these LEDs and on paper, and I've also purposely exposed paper to slight light, like pre-flashed it, and then did more tests. And the best results I get is with the LED panels dimmed down to around about 30%, so not full brightness. That did end up fogging the paper after about 5 minutes, but at 30% after 5 minutes of the paper being exposed in my normal working area, there was no problem. So I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to fog or damage any of my paper. Let's do a test print. it's strange because I'm not used to working in the darkroom with such brightness. So that's something I'll have to get used to. And there's one there looking at me, and there's one behind me as well. Let's do a couple of test strips. So I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 is looking not bad. Let's do another one at 10 seconds. So we'll go 10 seconds. Let's turn these red lights back on. So flick of a button, they should both go red. There you go, that's brilliant. So I'm just going to do another test strip, 5x7 paper. See where it's all going. Oh, this is bizarre, it's so bright in here now. Turn that one away. I don't know if that paper's scratched or if I've actually got a scratch on the neg. It's hard to tell. Just had a slight hair on the negative there, so just blow that off. Lucky I saw that on the test. Down there nicely. Right, give that a waft. Just a standard print, no dodging, burning, contrast 2.5 filter inside the enlarger. 10 seconds, done. And it goes to the developer. It's definitely a lot brighter in here now. It feels almost weird because I'm used to working when it's a lot darker, so it does feel strange. That's come out quite nice. So I just adjusted the aperture on the DSLR to f4, just a little bit more light in. So let's get that stop and fixed. Okay, I'll turn the lights on. So just one press of the button, both lights turned on there, and you can see there's my print. And here is the final print here. Not as bad as I thought, I must admit. Using harsh light on that leaf, I did think I'd get some bright highlights that I might have had to control with a bit of burning in, but as it happens, it's all come out quite nice. No dodging, burning, nothing like that. Just straight off 2.5 grade filter onto the paper from the enlarger in the chemicals, and there it is now, sitting, hanging out to dry. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about these lights. Has it changed the way you see things inside the darkroom? Also about this purple stuff going on behind me. Has it made it more YouTubey? I don't know, I'm just playing around. Let us know what you think in the comments, and for those of you in the USA, if you want to purchase these lights, mention Shoot Film Like a Boss, and GVM said they'll give you a discount on any purchases on these lights. Unfortunately, not the UK or Europe. I can't do nothing about that, sorry guys, but it is what it is. So anyway, I hope you liked the video, and I'll catch you next time.